So welcome everybody to today's episode, and we're going to have a conversation with a guest today who is on board with us, and we're going to talk about a few things, and we want to welcome you to this amazing conversation. So with me, Silole Joseph, I'm having Dr. Robert Ojina joining us in studio today, and in introduction, Dr. Robert Ojina is going to introduce himself, and karibu sana Dr. Robert Ojina. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Karibu sana.
Who is Dr. Robert Ojina?
So my name is Ojina, and my background is medicine.
Good.
My specialization is epidemiology, which is a branch of public health.
Okay.
And I've been practicing medicine for over 20 years.
20 years.
Yes. And,
that's pretty long.
Yeah, sure. And generally, I'm also an entrepreneur.
Okay.
I've been involved in a number of entrepreneurial activities.
Okay.
Outside medical research.
Sure.
And one of them has been in the field of network marketing.
Network marketing,
yes.
An amazing industry.
So,
there's something you said.
Yeah.
You said something in public health. What was that name?
Epidemiology.
What is epidemiology?
Epidemiology is the study of science of disease prevention, causes, and the pathophysiology of disease. Yes.
Good. Now, you say that you have been involved in entrepreneurial activities, and one of them is network marketing. Let me know how you got involved into network marketing. What was the little story about you you encountering this industry?
Quite interesting. But many years ago, as a student, we were always looking for sources of income and how to generate money.
You were a student here in the country. Which university?
Yes, in Eldoret Moi.
Eldoret Moi. Okay,
yes.
Good.
Yeah, and we had a chance to meet some people who were talking about distribution of nutritional supplements.
Okay.
And it made sense to us because we were medical students, and so they gave us the whole idea of how to distribute these products through the concept of
network marketing.
Referral, yes.
Yeah.
And even though we didn't take it that seriously, we were able to participate very, very briefly. And this was a long time ago in the 90s.
In the 90s?
And, yes, in the 90s. Yes, in the 90s. And we were able to sell a few products, make some profit, and also sign up our colleagues and have them sell the same products and make commissions from their sales.
Yeah.
But that is just how far it went. And we just dropped out, just the same way I see people drop out from the industry every now and then.
Yeah, sure.
And so when I came across network marketing a few years later, or many years later for that matter.
So that means in the university you have been involved in the distribution, like in the actual activity.
Yes, the actual activity.
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
We were students and we were distributing products for the company. And it was very exciting.
Yeah.
We had a chance to explain how supplements work and what they could do. And people would buy, and they were happy with the products. And we were happy with the profit, but we didn't take it as a career. So it wasn't anything that
it was a part-time thing that you were doing.
A part-time thing on the side.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I think that is where the bag of marketing bit me. Because since then, marketing has become a hobby. Yeah. So many years later, I got to learn about a number of companies, marketing numerous different types of products. So
did you do that intentionally? Like, did you go do a research about companies, or it was just information coming to you?
No, I didn't. This information just comes and finds you wherever you are.
Yeah, I mean, you attract it.
Yeah, I didn't have time to look for it. So it came to me. Once in a while, I would meet some of my patients talking about nutritional supplements, and I was interested. Which type is that? Because I'd known about this nutritional supplement thing, and so everybody would come talking about his own company.
Yeah, sure. Different information and different marketers approaching you.
Yeah, so I would listen to it, and because of the nature of the practice, you don't take too much interest in supplements. And you look at it, and sometimes what we advise them to do is to stop whatever they are using, continue with the treatment first, finish, and then they can proceed on if they so wish.
That's awesome. Yeah. So with your journey, you made the industry again, because right now you're still involved, but not in distribution.
Yes, I'm still involved.
But you're not a distributor of a particular company.
Still involved. And I have a number of friends who are involved in this industry. Yeah. And every time I have a chance to talk to them, I find it to be a pleasure to tell them how best they can succeed in the industry. Yeah. Because once a network marketer, always a network marketer. Sure. So you always find yourself involved in one way or the other. And the society in which we are is such that about 1 in every 5 households, somebody's involved in the industry. Yeah. So
either they know it or not.
They know it or they don't. But generally, from basic research, about 1 in every 5 families are involved in one way or the other in network marketing. So this is something we can't do without. It's here to live with us.
Sure. So what is this one thing that you really like about the industry?
What I like about the industry most is the fact that ordinary people can build giant global distribution business from very little or no investment at all. Yeah. And not only that, that is possible for an ordinary person with or without education, with or without talent, to be at par with other highly qualified or highly talented people and begin at the same level.
It gives a fair ground.
Grow together. Yes, yes, better one, a fair ground. And another thing is that this is an industry which does not require one to have money to be started or to become successful. Yeah. Right? And the people have an opportunity to learn great entrepreneurial skills, which are very, very useful if applied anywhere else in life. Yeah. Skills like learning how to relate with people, people psychology, learning sales, planning, negotiation skills, accounting skills, of course.
Sure.
You go with money because you have to plan for money. etc.
And the good thing is,
ordinarily you would learn in school.
And it's free.
And
you can imagine that.
It's all free. It's too much knowledge out there. And if you're working with a team, in any company you're involved in, you'll always realize that the people who you are involved with are always very, very happy to support you and to help you.
Because the industry, its model allows you to do that.
It allows
its model forces you to go and help other people.
Absolutely.
And for me, I believe that is the ultimate purpose of a human, like to help the other human.
To help other human.
And the industry allows you to do the same.
Oh yeah.
Good. Now let's talk about supplementation now.
Yes.
In the health and wellness industry, which most people have termed it as one of the $1 trillion industries in the world, that is health and wellness, having products that make you feel all right, make you feel a bit younger, and make you feel healthier. You're in the medical industry, obviously, and what is your take on the supplementation? What do you like about supplementation, and what do you think is the future of supplementation?
There is a lot of misunderstanding in this industry. But something has to come out very, very clearly. Yeah. The word is supplementation. Yeah. To supplement just means to augment the nutritional value of the food you're already taking. And that means that you must not use a supplement to replace your balanced diet. That's number one. Number two is that you must not use a supplement to replace your prescription medication. Yeah. And the fact that this is a supplement, generally speaking, a supplement is unnatural in comparison to food. Yeah. And in common sense, the body will extract nutrients better from a natural source than from a non-natural source.
So in simple terms,
food would give you a better chance to have nutrients in comparison to supplementation.
So I cannot replace an orange and take vitamin C and be okay with that. So I still need that orange.
You still need the orange.
Yeah.
And the only time you need is vitamin C is when you don't have any other source of vitamin C.
Sure.
Or you can't get enough.
Yeah.
And there are very many reasons why supplementation is important. Most important being that the modern food and the modern food industry has, stripped off our traditional food.
Yeah, the fast foods.
Right, nutrients that our body requires. Even if we leave fast food, the normal food we grow in our farms. Because, the soil has become depleted of nutrients.
Yeah, pineapples are thicker.
So they may not have the right amount of nutrients that the same pineapple grown in the same place 50 years ago had.
Yeah, sure.
And when we talk about food, for this matter, we can check on a few things. For example, how we begin with, say, genetic engineering of foods is a new science that has come. And it simply means playing about with the gene chemistry of a seed before it is planted. And a huge percentage of the seeds that we plant have been genetically engineered. That interferes with the original nutrients. Another thing is excessive use of inorganic fertilizers. And some of the chemicals in fertilizers form what in basic science they would call key and lock reactions, the essential food nutrients, that may make it difficult for the body to recognize them as useful nutrients. Poor harvesting methods of foods, where we lose nutrients as we harvest. Poor transportation, long transportation methods, where food lose their nutrients.
Like oranges coming from South Africa to Kenya, and they are consumed.
And they consumed 1-2 weeks later. In the process, we begin to see deficiency of nutrients in these foods. Even the manner in which they are stored. The storage methods. By the way, even if you store food in a fridge, it loses nutrients as time goes by.
It does.
One scientist who was doing some research with another institution was able to tell that fruit juice could remain fresh for up to 12 hours.
Up to 12 hours.
And people keep it for a number of days. Vegetable juice could remain fresh for up to 24 hours.
So it all goes back to how it was planted, how it was harvested, transportation, storage, and how they make the juice, and the juice stays for a few hours, like 12, 24 hours and days before it's consumed. So through that process, a lot is really lost.
It loses nutrients.
And
if you leave that, the system in which we cook food.
That's another one.
And this use of high pressure cooking equipment. We kill the foods before we eat the food. So the cooking method. But even if you leave that, we have erratic eating habits. And most people do not know how to match up foods. To matching up clothing. Food is also supposed to be matched. And even an adult who's 50 years old still hasn't learned how to eat properly. So we have very, very erratic ways of eating. The massive use of seed oils, microwaves, and even consumption of prescription drugs. Deplete our bodies. So you realize with all this coming together, there is need to supplement.
There's need for supplementation.
Yes, there's need for supplementation. That makes it very, very important.
But it requires really supplementation of companies coming with good research of their products and putting up supplements which really have value.
Very important.
Yes.
The market is such that we have unscrupulous companies and people are profit-driven, and they may not develop and formulate their supplements to the right standards.
Yeah.
And because most supplement companies are not regulated by the FDA,
which is the Food and Drugs Authority.
Food and Drugs, Authority.
Yeah.
It's easy to find a supplement that does not contain what the label
what it claims.
Yes.
Yeah.
And because nobody has taken time to analyze it.
Good.
Because anything they just check for toxicity and you know, not really for efficacy.
Yeah.
But that's about all. It is not enough.
Yeah.
Unscrupulous people come in and give the wrong supplements to the public, and that has really tarnished the name of the industry.
Sure.
Yeah. So taking time to understand which company is producing the supplement is very, very important.
Sure. And audience should be. I mean, people should understand that supplements don't heal.
Yeah.
But people use the word heal.
Unfortunately, yes. And like I say, I understand. I understand because when most people join network marketing are desperate to make a sale at the end of the day. So they're desperate to make a sale.
To drive that sale in.
And in doing so, so they're forced to make some lie.
Yeah, about the product.
Especially in relation to therapeutic claim of the product.
Yeah.
And this is very, very difficult to control because they're spread all over.
Yeah.
And getting one way of how to educate all these people is not possible. It is important for people to know that supplements are not formulated for keyword disease or treatment. Yeah. And that they should remain what they are.
Yeah. Supplements.
And the best way to use a supplement is to discuss the supplement with your healthcare provider.
Yeah.
And be sure that you really need the content of that supplement in your body. Good. That would be a better way.
Yeah.
And especially if you're sick and you're on treatment, there is what we call contraindications.
Yeah.
There is a risk of having minor reaction between the ingredients of a supplement with the conventional prescription.
The doctor's prescription.
We always recommend whenever you're going to see your doctor before they begin the treatment regimen. It is very, very important to let them know if you're using any supplementation. Yes. And then let them be the ones to advise you to continue.
Yeah, which is perfect.
Right.
Good. Yeah. But what I know is there's a future in the health and wellness industry, and it has really a lot to it. And I know if good companies come, they manufacture good quality products, and they say what the product does strictly to it, and they stay to their word, then there is a lot of opportunity in the health and wellness industry and in the distribution of these products using the network marketing model. What do you think is the importance of the network marketing model of distribution of these products? Why can't we just distribute this product using any other model, and it's better if they're distributed in using this model than being sold in normal stores, normal health stores, or normal supermarkets, or the traditional method?
First of all, I think the industry of network marketing is still in its infancy. This industry
after 60 years.
After 60 years or 70 years.
Yeah.
This industry is just in its infancy.
Yeah.
So many things are changing. That's why you've seen the bull has been wave 1, wave 2, wave 3.
Yeah.
Wave 4. But all those are still the climatizing stage.
Yeah.
Things are just beginning to heat up in this industry. It is going to become so big. Remember, these industries, the only single most industry that has made the largest number of
millionaires than any other
in a very short period of time.
And they contribute to the highest distribution.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
globally. And so we are yet to see the best of the industry.
So the best is actually yet to come.
Yes, the best is yet
to
come.
Now, somebody is new. They want to come into the industry.
Yeah.
And, they are unsure. They're uncertain if this is really what they want to do. from your experience, when you begin referring to that, what is the best thing you can advise a person who wants to come into the industry? They just knew maybe, or they just got started and they really want to go for it. Yeah,
generally speaking, I know there's the hype of good money and all this, getting well, healing from debilitating health problems. Yeah, all those are just that hypes. But when somebody comes to the industry, first they need to understand that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme.
Good. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme.
Because that is how people are trying to recruit you into the program. Yeah. Try to make you think. They want you to get the impression that you're going to be rich here. Yeah. And
it's going to be with a click
yes,
of a finger.
They give you examples of people who have made the money. And they do not tell you what those people do in order to be able to be who they are. But when you join the industry, it's important to understand that there's work to be done. Yeah. And there's learning to be done. Yeah. The advantage network marketing has is that you earn while you learn.
Yeah. At the same time, you can make commissions as you're still in your learning stage, which does not happen anywhere else.
Yes, so you earn while you learn, which is very different from most industries. Yeah. And you need to take time to understand the basic principles of running the industry. Yeah. For example, you must come in and understand that you're going to be required to prospect for new customers.
Yeah, you're going to talk to people.
Or new business partners. And that is a skill. Yeah. You have to learn how to approach people and how to talk to people. And sell yourself to them. Yeah. You're going to have to learn how to make lists of the people you've been talking to. Contact lists, and then how to contact them. This is another skill again. Yeah. You get back to that person you met at the mall to, create a bond with them. Yeah. Or a rapport, and try to have an opportunity to be able to tell them about what you're doing.
And to build a business relationship with them.
Yes, that's another skill. And you have to learn how to invite them for a presentation, for that matter. If you're new, you need to get them in front of someone who is able to make a presentation.
Your leader or
to teach them. On the other hand, you're going to learn that there is something called objections. Yeah. So generally, a large number of the people you talk to are going to object. Human by nature. Yeah, they're defensive. Yeah.
And it's in all industries. It's not just in network marketing.
Yes. Whatever you're selling, even if a huge, retail store advertises around some discount they have. Yeah. Everybody picks the leaflet, but just about 2% will respond. Yeah, sure. So it's just natural. And then there is the following up aspect. Again, another skill. Yeah. So those who follow up more effectively will get more business than those who don't have to follow up. Sure. And follow up, still no standard, but research shows those who follow up the longest will get more business than those who don't follow up.
The goal is in follow up.
Yes, in the follow up. Yeah. And then once you follow this person up, and they become your customers, or they become your business partners. There's also the aspect of now beginning to build a team too. Yeah. So that means, again, leadership.
Bringing people together and
so
you make them work.
Learning leadership skills. Yeah. You have to understand the moment you get involved in network marketing, you're going to have to be a leader. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. The people you sign up as your partners are going to look up towards you to be able to guide them on what to do and how to do it.
But on my belief, I also believe that in every industry, the people who actually walk away with the biggest checks are leaders. Doesn't matter if you are in NFL, if you are in the music industry, you have to be a leader in either way.
You have to be a leader.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to be a leader.
Which is also required in the industry.
It's required in the industry. Yeah. And that's why many times you notice people are advised to, look for leaders.
Yeah, sure.
Look for leaders.
Do you believe a leader is born or a leader is created?
Well, both.
Can you just create a leader from you pick somebody on the streets or anywhere and say, I'm going to make this person a leader?
It's difficult.
It's difficult.
And they must really want to become leaders. Leaders who are made are very rare. but we have leaders who, they have it in them.
Yeah, even from them growing.
Yeah, even as they grow
look at this person.
They just have it in them.
Yeah.
So those are very, very easy to handle.
Yeah.
And for you to know you have a leader in the industry is when you sign up somebody and they get the basics quickly and they begin to run on their own without having to look at you.
They are that independent.
Yeah, they're independent.
Yeah.
Before you wake up, you hear they are doing stuff, they're recruiting, they're doing training. Those are now leaders.
Yeah.
And then we have the followers, of course.
Oh, good.
These are people who have to wait until you tell them what to do.
They just come into the industry.
Most times they don't do. They think the industry will work on its own. It doesn't work on its own.
Yeah.
And so there's a very, very small percentage of people who become successful in this industry.
Yeah.
Actually, very, very small percentage. 1-2%. But just that's how it is in any other industry.
So
just a very small percentage succeed in everything else. People begin out there.
Yeah.
Just a very small percentage of people become successful because these are the people who follow the rules.
But the belief should always be it's doable,
Yeah.
it can be done, and it goes back to a personal belief.
Yeah.
If you come into the industry believing that you can do it, it's doable. You just need to go for it. And with the learning, the good thing about the industry, what I know and what I've learned is that the knowledge that you need to succeed is already there within your industry. Because if your company is, or the people who you're involved in, they are already people who are successful, it means there's something they know and they understand. And if you can get to learn that from them, and you have a belief in yourself that you can do it, then I think it's possible and nobody can be stopped.
Yeah, the late Jim Rohn once said, success leaves clues.
Yeah.
So sometimes you only have to copy-paste
what has been done.
Person is doing.
Monkey see, monkey do.
And you just do it, and it begins to work for you because principles of success are,
universal.
So.
Now, somebody is already now in the industry and they really want to, get the big dime in the business. They now want to go big and succeed. What are some of the few tips you can share with somebody who wants to be big and, they just want to go at the top of the industry?
The first thing is to have the correct mindset. Attitude plays a very, very key role here.
I think it plays all the roles.
Because how you think, how you think will determine your belief, and your belief will determine your attitude.
Yeah.
Your attitude will determine your habits, and or behavior, and then your habits will determine your performance, and your performance will be the results. So the first thing is to have a complete change of mindset, and it has to be correct. First, you have to know that this is an industry like any other, and it's a business like any other.
Yeah.
And whenever you touch any business for it to become successful, you have to set up your mind for success.
Yeah.
So you've got to set up your mind for success in the industry. That's very, very important.
So that proves to me the point that success really lies within the person. It's not out there to the government or the weather. It's within you. So if you change you, everything else can change.
Everything else changes.
Mindset.
Yes.
Okay.
Mindset. So that is key.
Yeah.
Then have a role model. So associate with the right people. The people already in the industry. Get
a mentor.
Sometimes people get into this industry and they try to seek advice from outsiders. People know nothing.
Which is
about
really
industry.
funny.
And an outsider may be a highly qualified professional person in a different field. A very intelligent person, a very important person in the society in one way or the other, but they know nothing about the industry.
They really don't know anything.
So there's nothing they're going to teach you about the industry. If anything, they might pour cold water on you. So get your advice and direction from people already in the industry who are doing it and succeeding.
So information is very key, and the source of information is also key.
The source of information is
For me, I believe if you borrow somebody's opinion or the advice, you also borrow their lifestyle.
Absolutely.
So you need to get a mentor who has already done well in what you want to do, and follow them.
And you follow them.
Shift in mindset, and getting a mentor, and you just follow them through, and they will lead you to success. So success in network marketing is actually, I can term it as simplified than any other industry, because if you begin a traditional business today, the person who has succeeded in that same business is not actually going to be your mentor. It can be your worst enemy. Don't you think so?
Many times.
Yeah. Because if I have a supermarket, you have a supermarket and you have the other one.
Nobody wants to train a competition.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. In network marketing, we work as a team.
Yeah.
When I bring you your success, it's my success. So I'm fully committed to helping you become successful.
Yeah.
And that makes it different with other industries.
Yeah.
So first, you must have that loving heart.
Yeah.
The wanting to help other people.
Yeah.
Okay? Because if you're generally not a people person, if you don't like people, if you're not a social, we know that all humans are social beings.
Yeah.
But the truth is, this kind of business is social business.
Yeah.
And people are good in socialization, do much better than the people not good in socialization.
So you study people, you have the highest chance of succeeding in the industry.
Yes, you have the highest chance of succeeding in the business. If not just studying people, knowing how well to socialize with people is key, is very, very important. Because a social person will talk with anybody anyway.
Yeah, sure.
And this is about talking.
Yeah.
Remember, just like a store, you have to open up the doors for people to come in.
Yeah.
In network marketing, you have to open up your mouth for people to know what you're involved in.
And what most people do when they come into the industry, they come in and they don't actually understand it's a business, and they close their doors and they expect to make money.
Absolutely.
They come in, they make a decision, they're not going to talk to anyone, and they expect maybe their leader or the person who got them into the business is going to do them on their behalf. And that kills their business and their morale, and they leave the industry.
It doesn't work.
Good. Yeah. Now, another important thing I want you to help me also understand, and the audience, is why do you think most people come out of the industry? Like,
there are numerous reasons. For me, what I found to be the biggest reason is, weak mindset.
Yeah.
And the weak mindset is, when you belong to an industry of this nature, first you must have what is called thick skin and a black hat.
Yeah.
So black hat being you are able to take rejection, or a no, even from a close person like a spouse, even a brother, a sister, and still be able to push on.
Yeah.
Ego is a bad disease. There are people who the only reason they are not succeeding today is they do not want to be rejected. They are always so concerned about what other people will think, say, or do.
They are called the liked.
Yeah. So just the idea of I don't want to be rejected stops them from becoming successful.
Yeah.
Now, what happens to the other people who do become successful is that their dreams, their ambitions in life, their goals, their desires are stronger than their fear of rejection. And the best training you can ever have is when somebody's joining the industry, find out what they want to achieve in the industry.
Yeah, their biggest reason.
And then try to get them to make that reason become stronger than their fear.
Yeah.
To people will always reject you. I mean, it's just natural.
So that means
everybody, the people rejecting you are being rejected by other people and everything.
It's normal on this planet. The only way you escape rejection is when you move out of planet Earth.
When you move out of planet Earth, it's
that's really
not
nice.
Not everybody is going to like you, even for no reason. People are just not going to like you, and the people are just biased against what you're doing. Yeah. Regardless of what it is out there.
For me, I also think the reason why most people also quit the business or stop doing the business as soon as they come in is because what is easy to come in is easy to go out. Because if they actually invested, if it was $1 million business, nobody would walk away from it. Just like a traditional business, nobody will put their money into a traditional business and walk away the next day.
Very true.
But because you don't need a lot of money to come in, then it's easier for you to also go out of the industry. Yeah.
You have very little to lose. They have very little to lose.
Yeah.
And therefore, they don't put effort.
Yeah.
And you're very right in saying if you invested $1 million in a business, I mean, you'd want even to sleep.
You'll die for it.
Yes,
yeah.
You want it to succeed.
Something else that you have said is ambition and the reason.
Yeah.
I also think most people who come in, they don't have a big reason why they are actually coming into the industry or why they are doing the business. Because if the reason would be big enough, they would not stop at any point. Nothing would actually stop them, not even rejection from their close family members or their close spouse.
Yes. Making the desire, the goal, the ambition, the wish, what you want to achieve become bigger than your fear.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Fear of rejection.
And that's one thing leaders need to teach the people in the organizations.
Consistently.
Yeah.
Consistently.
Yeah.
And guess what? Just a small number or a small percentage of people will take that teaching.
Yeah.
The one, fear is so debilitating, especially fear of a fellow human being.
Yeah.
In the olden days, it was fear, fearing an animal coming to attack you, that's a different thing.
Yeah.
But fearing a fellow human being who is not going to shoot you, who is not carrying a knife to stab you, is a science that even psychologists are still fighting to understand nicely. But the truth is, I've learned this industry. I study the people who have made it, but they'll always tell you, the moment I realized that fear is what was holding me back, I became successful.
Yeah. That if they really dreamt big enough when they began, or they really understood much enough, they would be more successful and they would actually go for it.
They would go for it.
Okay, what do you tell people, those people who say that it's only people at the top who make money in the industry?
It is possible to be at the top and make money.
Yeah.
But scientifically, in network marketing, that's not always the case.
Yeah.
True, I can be a very good marketer and I'm at the top, of course, then I'll make money, no problem.
Okay.
But if there are 1,000 people on top of me and they're not good marketers, they're not well prepared, they're not trained, I come from the bottom, I'll always do better than them. So coming in fast does not make any difference.
So actually, the thing about the industry is that what people say it's a pyramid is actually it's an inverted one. Like everybody begins at the bottom, but they have a chance to grow at the top, which it cannot be done in any other industry.
Yes.
Then for me, if somebody tells me only people at the top make money, I would ask them to show me an industry where people at the bottom make money. Is there any?
There is no such industry.
There's no such industry where people
at the bottom make money. But in network marketing, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where you can begin right now with fair ground, no politics, no nothing, and you can work your way to the top.
Work your way to the
okay. What do you think is the potential of the industry?
So far, so good. The industry has big potential. In this country alone, there are millions of people involved in the industry. Millions of people are making a living from doing network marketing.
Full-time income.
As a full-time income.
Yeah.
And then we have a very good percentage of people who are also generating income as part-time on the side.
Yeah.
Okay. So the industry is big.
Sure.
And the potential is big. This industry is just beginning. And because of that, I can't, overstretch, the explanation of the potential of the industry.
Yeah.
It is big. It's contributing to the
It has an infinite potential.
Yeah. And the fact that people now have hope. When people come out of school, they don't know what to do. They have somewhere to begin from. Develop skills. Either continue with the industry or move to other things, but they have the knowledge now.
Sure. For me, I believe what the industry has, especially even business people want to begin businesses, when they understand the model of distribution in this industry, they actually want to distribute their products through this same model, because it makes it easier for them to understand that you're only going to incur a marketing cost of your product or an advertising cost when a product is eventually sold, because most people lose money in marketing and advertising and they don't end up getting their product to the market.
Absolutely. Not only that, you develop a good product, so you spend all your energy, knowledge, and time and resources on developing a product, and you forget about the advertisement and marketing cost.
Yeah.
Remember, that is the biggest cost in any business.
Yeah, yeah.
The people do it on their own.
Yeah.
And you don't pay them until they bring results.
Yeah.
So it is cost effective.
Yeah.
To the manufacturer of the product or the creator of a service.
Yeah.
But again, it's cost effective even to the person involved because they don't have to, you know, hire staff,
Yeah.
Get premises, hire, spend money in manufacturing a product,
sure.
quotation licenses,
Yeah.
all overheads are gone.
Yes.
And their job is only to talk about the product and move on. So it's a win-win
Yeah,
for both
good.
the developer of the product and the person distributing it.
Yeah, and actually the advantage that the distributor has is that this distributor only needs to spend money what he has been spending all his life. Like, he need to spend money on his food, rent, and phone bills. That's all. And that's what even if he's not in the industry, you still spend money on the same things.
He'll still spend.
Yes.
So that also gives a tax advantage.
Yeah, sure.
Because your lifestyle is your expenditure.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Good. So it was nice having you today. And we have really gotten to learn a lot about the industry and give people information so they can understand how they can come into the industry, what the industry is all about, and what can lead them to success. Thank you so much. And
Thank you so much.
I'm hoping to see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Looking forward to meeting you again.
Yes.
All right.
Bye-bye.